Hey, Sag, welcome into your reading. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, we're going to go from mid-May all the way to the end of May. So let's see what your situation is for my Sag. Ugh, what's going on here? This is too many. No, this is too many. But I want to see what the general scope is. New love, resisting something or someone. Another relationship has stagnated or a career. Let me see. Let's break this down specifically, Spirit. It's a situation for Sagittarius, please. Mid-May to the end of May. 2 9s. Okay, so let's talk about you, because that's what 9s are. Whoa. 9 of Pentacles and 9 of Swords. We are single to mingle as a tasty little Pringle, but we are stressing and having sleepless nights, and we're struggling to deal with something that's in our head. This is you. All right. I think you being single or alone here is something that you're struggling with. Moreover, the devil's at the bottom of the deck, which is why I said, whoa. This is someone toxic, something toxic, or this is something that's ruminating in your mind that's making you spin out and loop. This is not something you want to do. All right, you want to pull Temperance out of you, because Temperance is usually a Saggy card, and you guys are typically very chill, right? So this is something you definitely want to handle. We'll see more when we clarify this in a bit, but there you are, single to mingle and very stressed out, dealing with something or someone that's toxic. What's coming in? Yeah, if I'm seeing Devil, I know Tower and Death is not going to be far behind. 10 of Swords won't be far behind. All these kind of energies are not going to be far behind. I mean, you're obviously worried about something here. But let's talk about the Tower, Scorpio energy. You're going back and forth here with somebody that eventually something erupts. You break up, or you lose your job, or something happens. It upends your world. Usually the Tower card is something shocking, right? The reason though, and it's a major arcana, I find that major arcana is when Spirit gets involved. Spirit usually works like this. They're hands off. Every 50 something odd cards in here are minor arcana. That's your free will. And that is usually how our angels work, our spirit guides, our ancestors. They look at us and say, let's see what the fuck Jones is up to today. Okay, cool. And then if they're looking at you and they're like, why is he doing that? No, he should not be doing that. Okay, major arcanas, come on down. Major arcana, they get involved and they kind of course correct us, right? They kind of tell us where things are headed or going. Mainly because if we're not doing what we are meant to do with our own personal free will, a major arcana will come in and get involved and tweak some shit in our life, thus being the Tower. All right. The Tower is telling me that you're dealing with something, Sagittarius, where you're just going to sit there and tolerate something shitty, right? A bad job, a bad relationship, a bad friendship, a bad scenario. You're just going to sit there and keep taking it. And Spirit's like, oh, fuck no. We have to make them lose their job. We have to make them get divorced. We have to make them break up. We have to do something here, because Sagittarius will just sit there and suffer this. They're like, no, that's not where you're meant to be. So poof, your Tower falls. But there you are going back and forth with somebody regarding this. And there is my lovely Devil right behind it. Very toxic. You guys, you could be going in a loop. You're on a merry-go-round. Just when you're about to get off, you're on the ride and you go back up. Around and round you go. This is going to get you stuck. You don't want to stay here. Spirit's like, that's enough. No more free will today for Sag. We take charge. Especially when you're in this mode. What's the surprise of the week for Sagittarius? That friend treating you like shit. That lover, not so good. That a spouse, asshole. That boss, taking advantage. Tower. All right, guys, apply this anywhere in your life. It can also relate to say you're studying something in college. Spirit knows that's not the right choice for you. So something will happen and it'll trigger an event where it's forcing you to course correct. Towers, I used to look at very scary, very bad, but then I realized very necessary, because it was only going to get worse and miserable thereafter if a tower moment didn't come in my life. And that's what's happening to you. See, this is why you're having this tower moment. For my big ass speech, here it is. The Ace of Cups. Spirit's like, I got to get rid of this because they need new love, or they need something they will love to do, or a job that makes them feel so good, right? Because there you are, just working away, not paying attention, putting effort in this relationship, putting effort in this job, getting ultimately confused as to who or where you need to invest your future in. So this new love comes in. And guys, when I say new love, this is usually a new person. It's not somebody you've been with for years and you have a new start. 9 times out of 10, it's a new individual. What is the surprise here, please? You need to push back and challenge somebody. That's literally what 5 of Wands means in the advice position. Do you have blocks, obstacles? Yeah, you probably do. But, you know, if you're having a tower moment and then I'm looking at 5 of Wands in your advice, you need to, like, find your fire right now, Sag, and show them what you're made of, all right? Not in, like, a nasty, negative type of way. I mean, like, you need to kind of, like, hey, hold on. Let's get some things clear here, right? It's a pushback. It's a challenge them card. It's a hustle them card. It is a, not really hustle. I want to say more like it's a competitive card. So you have to compete with them. Yeah, you bring you. Queen of Wands, there you are. Very fiery. I'm not saying bring the brimstone. I'm saying, you know, show them your creativity. Show them what you're made of. Show them your spitfireness. If this is in regards to a lover situation, you really need to go back here to this person and challenge them. Even arguments. Honestly, no one's going to argue with you if they don't give a shit about you. So in my opinion, if someone has, you know, the energy to deal with me, whether it's arguing or it's something loving, it means they care enough to work something out, right? And I think that this is something that you might need to do too, Sag. What is the outcome of the week? Shit, I gotta do Pisces. Next, or they're gonna kill me. Speaking of Pisces, here's their card. The Hangman in reverse. I don't think you want to stay stuck. Unfortunately, maybe you were seeing something from the wrong point of view. I don't want you going from stuck to legit stuck, meaning you're stuck here. The jail door is open. You can walk out, but you're like, well, I haven't been single in like 20 years. Well, I don't know what it's like out there. That's a choice. I can't go. I need my finances. I need my house. I need my kids. I need my whatever. It's still a choice. I'm not saying it's an easy one. Yeah, obviously it's a hard one, but you're staying stuck in a situation that doesn't make you happy. I'm going to tell you something. I say this all the time. Happy person, happy surroundings. Okay? Happy friends, happy family, happy kids when you are happy. All right? Because it becomes like this glow that everybody wants to see where that light is coming from. So please don't stay stuck. And you're seeing something from a different point of view, like, oh, I can't do that. That's not for me. Yes, it is. Sagittarius, for the last few months, spirits have been trying to show you, really, really think and aim for the moon, because you will land on the stars. Think bigger, think more, think you can have it all kind of vibe. So this is kind of like what you're doing here at the end of the week. You're getting a little stuck. I know you don't want to be, but your mind might be shifting into a different type of direction. Now let's start clarifying these cards and see what's going on here. What is these 2 9s doing here for my Sag, please? Remember earlier when I told you when I'm looking at Tower, there's other cards I'm not going to be seeing not too far away? Well, here's Death in reverse. All right. Something has ended for you, which is why you're single, number one. And number two, you're stressing because you're still holding on to it. You're holding on to an ending. And when you hold on to an ending, you don't allow it to transition, to change, to become something else. Because even when you have something that has ended, a person here needs to go away and come back correct, if at all. Now, you're weighing your pros and cons. Spirit's like, that's enough, Sag. I'm going to bring you something new over here. You got to let this go. Don't even stress this. What is the Tower? Looks like you might have had a Tower moment either with a boss here for some of you. Others of you, this looks like somebody that you were with, that there was stability, right? And now you're healing from it. You're just taking it day by day after this Tower moment. Here's the person, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. Doesn't have to be somebody very earthy, grounded, money person, or somebody you had of stability, but they were in the cross. So it was the challenge. Same with the Four of Swords. Challenged to heal from the stability that you had here with somebody, because now something went up in smoke and now you don't know where you stand with that individual. So instead, you're taking it day by day. Some of you, it is justice, meaning two things. This is either court, where you're going to divorce, or you're separating. Others of you, this is a legality, a legal matter. Maybe it's child support, maybe it's custody, maybe it's whatever legal thing you're dealing with, suing someone, or you're dealing with the law. The conclusion here is fair and balanced for all parties involved. Now, it's got nothing to do with legalities, this Libra card here, Justice. This is talking about karma correction. So you do bad, you get bad. You do good, you get rewarded. Hello, Ace of Cups. Here we are. What is the Ace of Cups? My God, this cannot be more beautiful. You need to sit there and say to yourself, oh my God, let me do my cross. Thank God I was born a Sagittarius, because me so lucky, and my planet being Jupiter. Also gracing Leo very soon, fellow fire sign, which affects you and Aries as well. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. These are two aces. There's your karma. There's your rewards, Sag. Fresh new start in love. Others of you, it's solid too. It's not just love. It's like, let's take it to the bank and cash it. We're legit together. Others of you, it's a brand new job and you will love it. You will love it. But here you are also sneaking away. I don't know if you're ghosting something else or you're strategizing this, but you are definitely mentally disengaging. You're going to retract your energy to think about this. I don't know what to think about. These are opportunities, and what you make of them is what you will, Sag. What is the Five of Wands, please, for Sag? The Star card in reverse and the Page of Cups. You feel like something is hopeless here. So what's the point? No point in arguing. That shouldn't be the case. You should send a text message to them, or an email, or whatever it is, some light and fluffy message. Then take your risk and watch what the universe does. Creates a blessing in disguise for you, so something in your world starts moving forward, so you don't get stuck, because you're getting stuck here. All right, what is this Hangman in reverse? No, actually, one more thing. Tell me in the advice position a little bit more, Spirit. If some of you are dealing with a fling or an affair, or you're holding on to somebody because you are the third party, you are the mistress, you really need to weigh your pros and cons here. And maybe don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. Maybe challenge this person, right? Because I see some new beginning trying to come in for you. And maybe you just feel like, no, I'm going through this right now, this Tower moment. I can't be bothered. Really? The Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment and desire. There's somebody here where you have another 9, by the way. Wish fulfillment and desire. And I see you mentally disengaging and you're going off. But I think whatever you're doing it quietly. Whoever you have desire for here. You're not letting a lot of people know about it. At least that's my vibe. Mainly because you yourself don't know where this is headed or leading. You're a little confused as to what you should choose. But, you know, you have all these roadblocks in between you and somebody else. Or at least that's what you're thinking. Why is the Hangman in reverse in particular? Because it's something that's burdening you. But you're going to take that risk and leave anyway. And you're going to go towards your happiness. You're on the right track as far as I can tell. Honestly, Sagittarius, all looks well. I would focus on these new opportunities. I would challenge somebody back here if I could. And I would follow my heart. Sag, please, for the extended. Well, well, well. Let's talk about this new love in the extended, how they think and feel about you. And there it is. New love. All right, let's head on over to the extended, everybody. Everyone else, I'll see you next week.